Let's go again, shall we? Here we go. It's Impact once again. It's the third week of TNA Impact in the save. It means another Kurt Angle TNA TV title defense, but we do have a big main event planned. Bobby Lashley versus Rhino. You get Impact and Explosion today. On Thursday, though, it's all about Genesis. Before we start, though, I do just want to point out that we reached a milestone last week on the YouTube channel. 300 subscribers. That is incredible. Thank you so much to everyone who's hit the subscribe button and supported the channel. That is mental. Absolutely mental. But you don't want to hear that. Let's crack on. TNA Impact. Let go. Okay, Impact kicks off tonight with the establishment in the ring. That's Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, and Bobby Lashley. And Lashley doesn't know why he's out here, but the establishment have an announcement that tonight's main event of Bobby Lashley versus Abyss has been cancelled. Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff say the match is a pay-per-view main event, not free TV main event. It's not going to happen. The match is cancelled. Bobby Lashley's not happy. He's complaining about it when the music of Abyss hits and he comes out onto the stage and he starts talking trash about Bobby Lashley, saying, I see, you're hiding behind your establishment. I see, you're hiding behind these two. You don't want to fight Abyss. I get it. I mean, I wouldn't want to fight Abyss, but I expected better from a man like, I know, Bobby Lashley, but I guess that's what you've turned into now, haven't you? Just a little bitch. Bobby Lashley has obviously starting to grow a bit of paranoia, the fact that he's being protected so much by the establishment. It's kind of against what Bobby Lashley is. He likes to fight. So he likes to fight. That's what he did. He left the ring. We had a brawl around ringside between Lashley and Abyss when Abyss managed to get a steel chair wrapped around the arm of Bobby Lashley. Steel chair wrapped around the arm of Bobby Lashley, and he threatens to break the arm of the TNA World Heavyweight Champion unless the match is reinstated. Hulk Hogan says, fine, you've got your match, but it is no disqualification. Why is it no disqualification? Have the establishment got a plan? 77. The match is back on. Big wild brawl to start though. That's the main thing. And then we're gonna go straight to some of the best wrestling we can offer. It's for the TNA Television Championship. Week in, week out on Impact, that title will be defended. Kurt Angle won the title on week 1. He defended it last week against Eric Young. Tonight he puts it on the line against Suicide. We're doing babyface versus babyface. Your winner. And still TNA TV champion Kurt Angle. He wins inside 16 minutes with the Angle Slam for a 72. Kurt Angle 84, Suicide 57. Really good performance from Suicide. Kurt Angle was very good, like you would expect. Kurt Angle wins. The wrestling machine, wrestling constantly on TV. That's what you like to see. 72. Good stuff. Afterwards, though, Kurt Angle is attacked from behind by Daniels, Christopher Daniels, who obviously has got the TV title shot confirmed for Genesis, so we know that match is now happening. It's Daniels versus Angle at the pay-per-view. So tonight, Daniels is going to try and soften him up. Steel chair to the neck and shoulder area over and over and over. We know Angle's got neck issues in the past. Daniels knows Angle's got neck issues in the past. But he's looking to take advantage of it. Softens up the champion going into Sunday. 62. Good segment. Okay, we had Generation Me got a promo on the British Invasion. Generation Me talk about how they want those tag team championships. They want to be what tag team wrestling is all about, ironically. And they say that, yes, their momentum hasn't quite been there over the past few weeks, and they're not expecting to be able to have a tag title shot. But that is going to change. Their momentum will change starting this Thursday or Friday on Explosion. 44. Not bad promo, actually. Max Buck didn't do as well, which is him. Matt? Nick? I get them mixed up now. You get my point. 44, fine. Moving on. AJ Styles got a promo on Bobby Lashley for 66, talking about the no disqualification match tonight. He says it's not smart from Bobby Lashley. Taking a challenge from Abyss is not smart 6 days before a pay-per-view. So Lashley better not get hurt, because AJ Styles wants to beat Bobby Lashley for the championship on Sunday. 66. Right then, we went back to the in-ring action. Two old foes putting out a very good match for a 74. Jeff Hardy defeated Rhino just inside 8 minutes with a twist of fate. 76 from Jeff, 61 from Rhino. Good match. Two good matches on the card so far. Didn't give it the time that I potentially could have given it, but maybe that's why it was better. Shorter, but sweeter. 74, pretty good stuff. Afterwards, Jeff Hardy gets on the mic and demands that the Pope comes out here right now. After the Pope turned heel on him last week, he demands that the Pope comes out and takes his beating like a man. And the Pope does come out on the Tron. On the Tron. He's backstage and he's talking about how this Sunday it is Genesis. And Genesis is ironic because on Sunday, the Pope will save you, Jeff Hardy. He will save you from yourself. 71? Yeah. The build to that's not been bad, actually. The build to that's not been bad. Chris Sabin cut a promo on Samoa Joe. They go one-on-one tonight after Joe took out the Motor City Machine Guns last week. Sabin wanted this match in return for revenge. That match will happen tonight. Not just yet, though, because Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff are in their office when knock, 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 here comes Big Daddy Diesel, Kevin Nash. Can't say Diesel, sorry about that. Don't sue me. Yeah, Kevin Nash comes in and says, so you saw it, Explosion. I won. I want my match. And Hulk Hogan goes, what? Well, what are you on about? Hulk Hogan has no idea what's going on because Eric Bischoff has been dealing with this and he hasn't even told Hogan. That's how little they think of Kevin Nash right now. Think about that. Yeah, Bischoff said, don't worry about it, Hulk, don't worry about it. You want your match, Kevin? Fine, you can have your match. Go out to the ring right now. You've got a match right now. We go to break, we come back. Kevin Nash is in the ring, and then the ring announcer goes, and his opponent, sir. And Kevin Nash is like, wait, what? Opponents, plural? And that's right, Kevin Nash is in a handicap match against two local workers, and it lasts about 4 minutes because Kevin Nash destroys them both. Actually, 3 minutes. I take it back. 59 from Nash. Tried to carry it. 39. That's going to bring our show rating down, but it was storytelling we tried to do, so we kind of had to do it. It is what it is. Jackknife powerbomb. Kevin Nash wins. Still a heel at this point, but you can feel a face turn coming, can't you? Right, moving on. Shall we move on? Kevin Nash cut a promo saying about how he feels good. He feels better than he's felt in a long time, and he wants a real challenge. 68, good promo from Kevin Nash. So we'll move on to hopefully some really good wrestling. Samoa Joe and Chris Sabin after a Sting promo on Joe for 58. Forgot about that one. Sting talks about how Samoa Joe has lost his way. He's lost his way with this nation of violence and these stupid tattoos. But at Genesis, Sting will beat the sense back into him. Right, Joe and Sabin then gets us 65, that's not bad actually. 68 from Samoa Joe, 53 from Sabin. So they both put in a good performance. 65 is not bad at all. Kikina clutch from Joe did the business. So after the match, Sabin is out. So Samoa Joe attacks Alex Shelley too. He lays out Alex Shelley and he goes back to work on Christopher Sabin. And just as Samoa Joe has Sabin in set up for a concerto. He wraps the chair around the neck. He has him set up for a concerto when the music of Sting hits. Looks ready to make the save with the bat. But Samoa Joe cuts him off, says, whoa, 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 Sting, you take one more step, I will break his neck. Sting stops on the apron. So sorry, the staging area. Because Samoa Joe wants Sting to hear him. Because Samoa Joe wants to talk about the fact that Sting has just been taking his limelight for how many years? Everywhere Samoa Joe has been, everywhere Samoa Joe has tried to make some sort of impact in this company, Sting has been there, taking the limelight. Sting is considered one of TNA's top stars, but it should not be Sting. It shouldn't be AJ Styles. Samoa Joe is the flagship star of this company. And at Genesis, when Samoa Joe wins, Joe wants Sting to acknowledge him as the flagship guy in this company. Sting says, fine, Absolutely. You've got what you want. Leave him alone. Joe says, I've got what I want. Good. And nails Sabin with a chair shot anyway. Concerto to Chris Sabin, who does a stretcher job to sell it. 55 for the segment. Samoa Joe, well, he is what he's got on his face there. He's a dick. He's a dick. Abyss got a promo on Bobby Lashley as we're getting towards main event time, but not quite. He says Bobby Lashley has made a hell of a mistake tonight. Big mistake. Before we go to the tag team champions are in the ring, British Invasion, talking about this Sunday when they defend their titles against Beer Money. They're going to win and they're going to celebrate afterwards. Beer Money come out and we have a promo battle back and forth, but it doesn't last long before it's interrupted by the TNA debuts of Brian Kendrick and Paul London. That's right, London and Kendrick are here and they are straight into the top segment. Poor gimmicks. Okay, great. Well, that'll need changing. Well, I'll actually just need building up, I suppose. Kendrick and London are here, and they talk about wanting to make a splash in TNA, and they convince the tag team champions to give them a match right now. And if Kendrick and London win, they're in the match on Sunday. That's the gimmick. That's the stipulation we're doing. Beer Money are very much unhappy about this. Very unhappy about this. Think about that and keep thinking about it. 53. The match itself then gets us a 58. Brian Kendrick pins Brutus Magnus with a quick roll-up. Kendrick and London are in. We're doing a triple threat at Genesis. No surprise to anyone. 58. Pretty good. Doug Williams was the best of the lot with a 62. That's surprising to me. Kendrick 56, 53 from London, 52 from Brutus. Hopefully we build them up, the tag division. Kendrick and London come in, and I really think they'll be good. I really do. Afterwards, Kendrick and London, as soon as they've pinned, they run to the stage. That's where they're celebrating. The British Invasion put themselves up when they're confronted by Beer Money in the ring, who are back out there at ringside. And British Invasion, well, it's not been a good night for the champions because in their fury at having their tag title opportunity change to a triple threat, Beer Money decided to take it out on the champion. Super kick and the DDT, I suppose, is what I don't know what Robert Roode did at this point, but I'm assuming the DDT. Beer Money lay out the champions. London and Kendrick celebrate from the stage. Triple threat then. Triple threat. Right. Bobby Lashley got a promo on AJ Styles for 72 to hype up the title match on Sunday before the main event. Lashley and Abyss, no disqualification, gets us a 68. So this is still pretty good, but they didn't click. That's a problem. That's a problem. 63, Bobby Lashley, Abyss 58. 68 is not bad, actually. Bobby Lashley wins, says submission. That's fine, but actually the finish sees Abyss in control, and he's in his element. He's dominant. He's destroying Bobby Lashley around ringside. When AJ Styles starts to make his entrance, Styles earlier mentioned that he wants Bobby Lashley at 100%. As Styles appears on the stage, that's when Lashley makes his comeback. He hits a spear on Abyss, spears him through the announce table, from one announce table to the other. If we've got two, I suppose we can, fine. He makes AJ watch then as Bobby Lashley brings Abyss in, locks on that Dragon Sleeper, and he makes AJ Styles watch as Abyss passes out, we're going to say, Bobby Lashley. The brutality of Bobby Lashley. He's come away from this no DQ match with the monster, and he's come away victorious. Post-match, Styles gets in the ring. They go face-to-face. Lashley raises the title, and then sucker punches him. They brawl around ringside a little bit, and Bobby Lashley hits a spear through the barricade on AJ Styles. We end the show with Styles down, Abyss down, but Bobby Lashley standing tall. 73. Hopefully that main event doesn't bring us down too much because it wasn't the best match, but 68 wasn't horrific. Show rating then we get a 68, so consistently getting that sort of level at the moment. That's a pretty good start to the save to me. 3 impacts done all around the 68 mark. Let's see what the pay-per-view does. Before that, explosion. Okay, internet fans out there, rejoice. I've booked the Young Bucks to win a match. They've defeated the Flock in the opening match of Explosion. Generation Me get a win. Max Buck, Pinion Raven with the more bang for your buck. Okay, 48, not bad actually, but Dr. Stevie sus the irony of a doctor character sustaining a back injury. not lost on me. Raven put in the best performance with a 54, 51 apiece for the Young Bucks, the Generation Me. Not bad actually, and they got a win. Afterwards, they got a promo on the Tag Champions again for a 41. Not quite as good here. They say, look, we said the momentum will change. The title challenge starts here. Does it? We'll see. Kurt Angle got a promo on Daniels for a 62. Angle struggles. Angle might need scripting, you know. That's a shame. I don't like scripting people, but that might have to happen. He says his neck hurts, but he'll be fine for Genesis and Christopher Daniels on Sunday. You will get the wrestling machine. 62. Kurt Angle's hyping it up. Right, Awesome Kong got a win over Hamada inside 4 minutes. Sit-out powerbomb, bish, bash, bosh, Kong smash. Done. Gets the win. 46 from Awesome Kong. She's getting better. Hamada, 39. Not bad. 37. Definitely could be worse. Needs to stick to Explosion, but definitely could be worse. Okay. It's now time for a segment I'm going to call Scott Steiner Math Lesson Number 1. We teased it last week where Consequences Creed and the Black Machismo Jay Lethal offered to help Scott Steiner. He didn't take the offer last week, but this week it seems like he's changed his mind. We go to what seems like a makeshift classroom. There is even a blackboard and a desk and chair, which has been seemingly taken from a school. It's one of those desks where the chair's stuck to it, if that makes sense. That will be important. And in comes Scott Steiner, who's begrudgingly here. He says, oh, fine, let's just get this over with. Consequences Read is ready for the lesson. But Scott Steiner's having a bit of issues. He's having a bit of trouble. Not just with his maths, apparently, because he can't get in the chair for the desk. It's too small. Scott Steiner doesn't fit. And that's enough to send Scott Steiner over the edge again. He throws the chair out of the window, storms out of the classroom going, and that is why Scott Steiner don't do math. 50. Jay Lethal just ends the segment by going to Consequences Creed. Told you we should have bought a bigger table. 50. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. What am I doing? Anyway, moving on. Tara defeated Daphne for a 50. 9:42. Widow's Peak. Tara wins. 52. 41. No problem with it. No problem with it at all. Afterwards, we had the beautiful people come down looking to beat up Tara again. But as Lacey Von Erich enters the ring, she's clotheslined back out by Tara. Velvet Sky gets the same treatment. Tara saw it coming. She cleans house before Madison Rayne can enter. Hussein goes, backs off, realises the mistake. And on Sunday, Madison Rayne will get her opportunity at Tara's Women Knockout title. Got to get used to that. 42. Robert Roode and James Storm, Beer Money, got a promo on Kendrick and London saying, yeah, it's fine that you're here. It's great that you're here. But you're not taking my opportunity. You're not taking our spot. James Storm says, sorry about your damn luck. 54 for a pretty good promo, actually. It's time for the main event. It's LAX against Amazing Red and Shark Boy for a 53. Could be worse. Could be worse. Again, Homicide pins the Amazing Red after interference from Eric Young. Young costing the Amazing Red the match here. Sharkboy was the weak link with a 36. 59 from Hernandez, the best of the lot. Amazing Red keeping up with those two, which is good to see. Afterwards, Eric Young and the Amazing Red are brawling, and they brawl up the ramp and out of sight, which leaves Sharkboy alone with LAX again. And this time, we're going to bring it back. An old school segment from LAX. They're going to tie Sharkboy up and they're going to beat him with bats like a piñata. The parents won't like it. I don't give a damn. They're going to destroy. They're going to have some fun with Sharkboy here. Not necessarily destroy, but have some fun. 44 to end the show gives us a 50. Not bad, considering we didn't really have some big boys involved here. We didn't have Joe. We didn't have Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, anybody else like that. So that's pretty good. Not bad at all. And that's the end of the first episode of the week then. And yeah, pretty good. Similar to the last couple of episodes, weirdly. The TNA Impact rating was exactly the same as previous weeks. Explosion was okay, especially as we didn't have some of the big guys in it, so I was pretty pleased with that. And going for a go-home week to a pay-per-view, it definitely could have been worse. We've got a pretty stacked pay-per-view coming up very early on in the save, so we may not get the sort of score that I hope we'll get, but it's a stacked pay-per-view. Sting versus Joe, Lashley versus Styles, Daniels versus Kurt Angle, amongst others, as well as that now triple threat tag team match. It's going to be something big. Make sure you've liked this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. Thursday, 12:15 p.m. UK time. That's when you'll see Genesis. It's going to be big time. Until next time,